Hey everyone, Josh here with Fresh Start Customs, and today on Glowforge to the Point series, we're going to be quickly creating a business nameplate using the same slot and tab system that we created in episode 8. This is part of a series, so if you haven't watched that yet, jump back to episode 8 so you know how to create slots and tabs. And then you can also start from the very beginning if you haven't watched any of the series yet and work your way up to this point. So with the slots and tab system, we're going to just be using the exact same slots and tabs so you can see how you can use the same ones in multiple designs. Obviously, for this kind of thing, you would probably want to use bigger slots and tabs, but I'm just going to show you this so you can implement this into your designs using the same system in multiple designs. So now that we got that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and create our business nameplate here. So what we're going to do is use the rectangle tool. Just in a previous video, you can either drag it out to the size you want, just like that, or I just erased that. You can just click one time and then manually type it out so it's exact. For this one, we're going to go a little bit shorter. We're going to do 5 inches by 2.5 inches in height. And this is going to be the part that stands up and down on the design. So there'll be tabs that come out of here, and then they're going to go into the slots that'll be on the base, and we're going to create the base now. So I'm going to choose the rectangle tool again, click once, and I'm going to go just a little bit bigger, 5.5 inches wide, and then I'm going to actually go smaller since this will be the width of the base. I'm going to go to like 2 inches. That looks like a pretty good estimate there. So once you have your design selected, you'll see these little nodes in the corner for your base. I always like to round these nodes off to about 0.25 inches. You can go any amount of roundness that you want. You can go all the way into like an oval shape if you prefer that. I just like to do the 0.25 inches. So that's going to be our base. We're going to have to put our slots in here in just a second, and then tabs. So what you want to do is, let's go ahead and just center these up. We're going to highlight both. Use your align tool. As mentioned previously in a different video, you'll go up to window and you can click align if you don't have it over there to get that. We're going to just align those up straight, and we're going to make sure we do the same thing with our slots and tabs here. Just make sure those are nice and straight, just like that. And what we're going to do to make this super easy with a design that we've already created, you're going to just grab this bottom section of this one right here, and you're going to hold down Control until it locks into place on your design like this. And just like that, you have the bottom here. We're going to merge these in just a second, but we're going to make a duplicate one over here. So I'm going to highlight both of these, hold the Alt key, and move it off to the left so it can duplicate. And then I'm going to just move that over here a little ways. Obviously, you can center these up. I'm going to center these up in just a second, but I want to make sure all of the slots and tabs are in the same areas here. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight both of our slots and make sure that thing is not selected. And I'm going to just move those down a little ways. And I can highlight all of them at once here. I'll just go ahead and center them up with the align tool this way. The most important thing is to make sure your tabs, wherever you place them, are directly aligned with the slots here. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the outside here because we won't need those anymore, because that was originally our base before. Now we just have the slots here. So the main thing is to make sure this tab lines up perfectly with this slot to adjust for the curve. What I like to do is, once you have them aligned, I'm going to realign them just to make sure, just like that. I like to highlight all of them at once to help center them. So once you have them all highlighted, you can go up to Object, choose Group. That way they move as a unit. And now you can highlight everything all at one time and then align them. You see how they all shifted and they're perfectly even throughout the whole design? These are all placed perfectly now. So now that we have that, we're going to have to go back to this group that we just created, and we're going to go to Object and choose Ungroup. So they're now able to be moved in individual pieces if we wanted to. But now that we have them perfectly aligned, all I'm going to do is highlight this entire top section, and we're going to go to Pathfinder. And if you don't have Pathfinder, once again, you go to Window, choose Pathfinder, and you'll get that tab. But go to Pathfinder, and you're going to click the Unite button like we did in a previous video, and that's going to unite those tabs with your top design here. So as you can see, we're almost done. All we need to do is, I would prefer to round off the top here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the direct selection tool. I'm going to select this node up here, hold down Shift, select this node here. Then we're going to grab just these little point right here and round those off. I'm going to do the 0.25 inches again. I can get it. There we go. And that's pretty much it. Now you can put in text if you want text. We'll just put in like hello, and I'll make that a lot bigger. Oop. Try that again. There we go. And then you can choose a font if you wish. Just for this example, I'm going to keep the same font. And with text, if you haven't watched the previous videos as well, because this all goes in a series here, we're going to choose type, and then you're going to choose create outlines, and that will turn it into a vector so you can actually engrave the letters. Otherwise, Glowforge isn't going to detect the actual letters there. So now that you have that all created, if you want to, you can make this a group so it moves together and your slots don't move out of the way. So I'm going to go up to Object and choose Group for that. That way, if I accidentally move it, the slots are still in the perfect place for me, just like that. And that's pretty much it, you guys. That's how you create the like a stand or using your same slots in a file there. So I hope this helped you guys out. I know we're getting a little bit more advanced in things. I'm going a little bit quicker. I'm hoping that the previous videos you picked up some of this so far. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you guys next time.